What's going on, my guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Garrett with Game by the Beach. Very excited to be here with you today because it is the new season. And instead of jumping right into the ladder, if you guys don't know, maybe you do, maybe you don't, maybe you've already seen it. When you guys play right at the beginning of the new season, it's a little bit of chaos, to say the least, okay? It's a lot of bit of chaos. Everybody's trying to push right away, so we're going to be running into like crazy people. So I thought instead of trying to combat all these wild people while trying to play fun decks, guys, yesterday's video, we put out a fun video of us showing off Reaper and Crystal Mancer with Cold Mage. Cold Mage wasn't very good. We kept losing to Vortex because I think there's something wrong with Cold Mage to where Vortex literally just obliterates it every time. I know it's supposed to counter it, but I feel like it should at least hit it after Vortex clears its shield, whatever. So we put in Pretzel Thrower and we found a win at the end of that video. If you didn't wait until the end of that video, go back, watch it through. It's definitely worth it. But then once we won that game, I was like, you know what? This deck feels a lot better with this version. And I kept on playing it. And here today, you can see right here, 1, 2, 3 in a row, we actually won. And I guess that's kind of like spoilers. We're going to be jumping into the games right here, showing off the battle results with our new and improved Reaper as well as Crystal Mancer deck. And I think this would be the best version of this deck, okay? We've tried to play this deck now in 3 different videos. First of which, right here, we're playing against a Shaman player. The first of which was just Harlequin Dryad Executioner with Reaper and Crystal Mancer. Second of which was Banner and Cold Mage. And maybe, I don't remember what the other one was. And maybe Cauldron? I can't remember what the other card was. Banner, Cold Mage, Reaper Crystal Mancer, okay? This is the new and improved version. Pretzel, we all know Pretzel is crazy. I did not realize that Pretzel Thrower also was just a straight out, flat out better slow unit than any other card in the game. You would, if I asked most people, what's the best slow in the game? You'd probably say Cold Mage. Maybe a couple people would say Frost. Maybe a couple people would say Portal Mage. They'd be wrong, especially with the Portal Mage. It's Pretzel Thrower, okay? Because when Vortex is going around, all of those other units will not fully be able to slow Vortex at all. When they clear that shield, Vortex is still going to be screaming around the map. So Pretzel, since Pretzel has those units all over the board, or the pretzels all over the nets. I know they're nets. People say they're waffles. They don't look like waffles. They look like pretzels, okay? When Vortex gets rid of its shield and its, immunity or whatever, immunity, if it's still on a net, it'll slow down immediately. Much like all the other units, all the other monsters that Vortex is affecting. So that's the reason we're going to be showing this off right here. We've already got a max Cauldron. I absolutely love making videos like this. I think this is one of the best pieces of an update to date. The battle results. We're so close to getting not only replays of our own games, but also being able to watch our friends' games, which I cannot wait for, because it's going to be able to open up a world of possibilities where we can much more easily make tournaments. We can run a whole tournament together, and I can just, like, talk over it or commentate it, which I think would be super fun and super enjoyable to watch. And people can go head-to-head. We can literally make a whole tournament, whatever, timeline, and then we just commentate over it and watch it all. I think that'd be sick. Very close to that. Battle results here, watching replays, I think it's great. But okay, with this deck, your Harlequins. Harlequin, I mean, I know I have it in most decks, but I feel like typically I just run it with like Dryad or Summoner or something. And I'm just spamming out Dryads, or I'm just spamming out Summoners, and I'm just combining them out or whatever. The reason it works so well in this deck is because you basically just combine out Cauldrons over and over and over and over again. Okay, you're getting tons of mana, you actually can't see your mana flow in the replays. It's a little bit unfortunate. I wish I could click off to get rid of those bottom things here. But that's okay. Also, when you get a high-ranking Harlequin, if you have another unit in this deck, it almost doesn't matter what you get a high-ranking unit of. If it's a Cauldron, okay, it's kind of unfortunate, but at least you're getting a little bit of mana. If I get a rank 4 Harlequin, you can turn it into a Pretzel, hopefully. Great. Crystal Mancer, great. Reaper, great. What else? Yeah, you know, if it's another Harlequin, combine it out, whatever. We had Virus. I think we just got rid of it right there. It's a really, really fun deck to play, and I think this deck will also be great to play in the new season. So I'm going to definitely be trying it out, but I don't think I'm going to play any Rush Royale, at least for the first day of the new season, because it's just, I've been through it, and I'll tell you what, it's just, it's troublesome. So let me know in the comments, guys, if you are trying to play in the new season and you're running into a ton of problems. Don't worry. Those people are going to push up and you're going to be A-okay. And also leave a comment below how far you got on the ladder. We made it to, I think we only made it to like 6,700. By the time the season ended, I think we were at like 65, maybe even lower, 6,400, just because of all the random decks we were playing. But guys, if you are enjoying this video, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel, like the video, and also share the channel with your friends. If you have somebody that you think would enjoy the content, share it with them, because it enables me to continue making that content, and it also helps us grow our Rush Royale community. But let's try and focus in a little bit more on this game. So he's running Pretzel, okay. He's got no Harlequin in his deck, so this dude's clearly a little bit lower level. We just got a rank 6, Cauldron. You absolutely love it. And with this deck, if you guys are curious, kind of the numbers that we're looking for, so it's always, you're always gonna expect to have a bunch of mana in your deck, okay? So or on hand. So you're gonna be merging pretty frequently. At a certain point, we're probably gonna merge out most of our Cauldrons, and we're gonna try and keep a handful of Pretzels, a handful of Crystals, and like 1 or 2 high-ranking Reapers. Because the higher the rank of the Reaper, the more effective it is. But you don't necessarily need a bunch of them. If you have like a rank 4 and a rank 3, like you're doing pretty A-okay. But for Crystal Mancers, you just want like 5 of them. Pretzels, you just kind of want like 5 of them. If you can get them all to rank 3, that's awesome. But like rank 2 Crystals will do some work. Rank 2, rank 1 Pretzels will do some work. To where rank 1, rank 2 Reapers, not so much. You can disagree with that. It's okay. But 15 seconds, you can see his Bannerlord steaming around the board. He's only at 18 tiers on his board over there. He's got a rank 5 Mime as well as a rank 4 Dryad. So definitely not ideal, but it's only Tamer. I mean, right here, for instance, if it was Bedlam, if it was Warlock, if it was like anything but Tamer, he would be in such a difficult spot. But Jaw, you're gonna luck out because of Tamer. I hope everybody is having a fantastic morning this morning, or this evening, or whatever. Getting ready, geared up for the weekend. Holidays around the corner. Are you guys already listening to Christmas music? I guess that's the real question, right? I mean, all those things that we talked about today. Are you guys already listening to Christmas music? Is that what we're doing? Every store I go into now has Christmas music. I don't mind it, but like, it's still 75 degrees outside where I'm at, so a little bit weird. 40 seconds. Tribunal's coming up. You can see Vortex. You see how Vortex is stopped on Pretzels? It goes, and then it slows right down. See, right now it's still steaming around the board, but then it gets on Pretzel, and whoop, oh my gosh, it nearly stops. It's pretty crazy. If you guys have no idea what I'm talking about with the interaction between Vortex and Cold Mage, go watch the other video from yesterday. You'll totally get it. It was extremely frustrating, okay? But there's a GG right there. We can look at his, now it's a little bit more interactive. He actually has decent stats right there. 2,000 crit. I say 2,000 crit, and I'm like, oh, you know, he's somewhere near me. I always kind of, same way that you guys probably, same thing with me. Like, picture your parents. Your parents are always 45, or they're always 50, they're always 60, or whatever they might be. I always picture myself at like 2200 crit. It's not quite the case anymore, but you guys kind of understand what I'm saying. So, 1 game win in the books right there. Let's jump right into this one here. And this is another game that was really, really good here. Level 3 gadget, only 2000 crit, okay. But he is rocking a level 10 robot, which we saw. He's also got a level 9 witch and pretzel, Harlequin Dryad. So he's actually got a complete deck and a real deck for that matter. And he's got the debuff tiles on my board. So it's definitely going to be an uphill battle here. But let's do our best. That's all we can do. At least if we can get set up in the beginning with our cauldrons and get a decent amount of mana, then we can have the mana to make it the merge deck that it's supposed to be. Which enables me to be a lot better against shaman decks and witch decks because I can merge out a lot better. But if I'm having issues, hit your gadget, bro. What are you doing? I'm just sitting there. I was probably like making coffee or something when I was playing this, or like, come on, there you go. If you can't get set up in the beginning and you're getting berated by shamans right in the beginning, which we probably were in the last game, but I wasn't paying attention. It was probably much more stressful when I was originally playing that game. Then it's really, really troublesome to get your footing because Crystal's not really taking out Wave 1 very well. Reaper, Pretzel is honestly like the go-to for Wave 1 for you guys to survive. So I'm glad he's not spamming yet. I'm glad we got a full board. We've only got 2 cauldrons. Oh, but I wanted to keep going back. I know I keep going back, but I want to keep going back to Cold Mage and kind of the interaction and what I think should happen. So we know that Pretzel is getting nerfed, okay? I don't exactly know how they're going to nerf it. I like that it throws 2 nets. You still need to get like 4 pretzels on your board for it to be like maximum effective. I just think the slow should be reduced a significant amount. And maybe the damage should also be reduced a little bit. I don't even remember exactly what they adjusted, but to say the least, Pretzel should not be the best slow unit in the game. I'm okay with it being the best control unit. It does 2 different things. It does, decrease shield so we do more damage, and it does slow. I'm okay with that interaction. But it shouldn't be the best at both items, right? Like, Chemist should probably be better at shield decreasing, and Cold Mage should definitely be better than Trapper for slow. Similar to how Night Statue works. Night Statue is the best building, okay? It does increased attack speed and increased crit, okay? Banner by itself does increased attack speed and better increased attack speed than Night Statue. But since Night Statue has that added crit, it makes it so much better. That's how Pretzel should be in between Cold Mage and Chemist. Let me know if you guys agree with that notion. And let me know if you guys know what I'm talking about with the last video. But guys, if you want to catch me live, we do live stream. We're going to be live streaming tomorrow morning, actually. We live stream exclusively on Twitch. It's just twitch.tv/GameByTheBeach, totally free. Come on by. Live stream on Fridays at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, just like we are tomorrow, as well as Sundays at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we'd love for you guys to come on by. It's the brand new season, so the world is our oyster. We can play whatever you guys want. We can play some co-ops. We can do some challenges. We can play some weird decks. We got a lot of things in the works right now on our stream. We got a lot of really funny things that we're adding to the stream, and we're really, really excited. We'd absolutely love to have you guys come on by, join our community, and have a chat, and keep on working through figuring out some different decks. And we're still part of the same Dark Domain faction this week, so we've still got a few days left in it, which makes me want to continue playing similar decks to this, okay? I had a lot of people in the comments recently talking about how they just really respect the fact that I just play weird decks. maybe even just lose a bunch because I'm playing weird decks and decks that people don't see. You know, especially at the end of the season, I feel like most people are playing like top tier decks. Hey, we've hit 10 trillion damage with this deck or whatever it is. Yeah, those are cool too. Okay, nothing wrong with that. But I want to see some playtime of Crystal Mancer. I want to see some playtime of Reaper. I want to see the best Reaper deck, you know. I want to see the best. I don't know what else is in Dark Domain off the top of my head. But I know Rocket Goblin's not in there. Pyrotechnic's not in there. I know it's Kingdom of Light, but best Pyrotechnic deck. Like, I want to see what these decks are, you know. So we're definitely going to be doing a little bit of that on stream. But 10 seconds here, you can see we've already got a couple. Ooh, that was actually really nice right there. Got a rank 3 Pretzel, another rank 3 Pretzel. If you guys are playing Pretzel right now before they nerf it, like, you're going to be way more... We've only got one Crystal Mancer right now, but we've got so many Pretzels. Ooh, and that guy had a Witch right there. That's great. Don't worry so much about getting your damage dealers all leveled up and set up and ready to go. Get you some Pretzels on your board, salted, cinnamon raisin, whatever you want. Get you some Pretzels. Get them on your board. And let him go ham. Because if you have a bunch of them on your board, oh my gosh. See, he's got 5 on his board with Robot. He's now at 15 merges. The deck that this guy is playing is actually really, really good. If I had a level 9 Robot, I'd probably play it a whole heck of a lot more. I really would. Which, speaking of which, we've got now 7 pages of secrets. So we're probably going to do a couple of Book of Secrets pretty soon. And I've got my sights, not on Robot, but I've got my sights on Corsair, okay? Which maybe we'll have to wait until after the update just to see, because there's been rumors that Corsair is going to get another nerf. But I'm interested to see, because we have our Corsair at level 10. If we can get him to level 12 or 13, realistically, I'd really wanted to get him to 13. Just naturally, and then do 14, 15, Book of Secrets. I'd be pretty sick. That would make it so I'd have 2 max legendaries. I mean, that's a long way out, let's be honest. But that'd make it so I'd have 2 max legendaries, both of which I would have a complete deck for that unit. So Inquisitor, we can actually level up our Knight Statue again too to level 11. But Inquis, Knight Statue, you know, Dryad, Scrapper, whatever else, Pretzel, Chemist, Bombardier, whatever's hot during the meta. And then Corsair, just be Corsair Executioner, you know, and then whatever, Cauldron, Dryad, Harlequin, Pretzel, whatever the heck you want to put in there. But at least we would have a full deck. So here comes Tribunal. He's got, look at how many Pretzels he's got. So he's playing it correctly. He's got all the Pretzels out there. He's doing work right now. We're going to drop our gadget right there. We ended up taking it out, and here we go, 14 million. I've also got the slow ability on my Cauldron. So right there, okay, I merged my Cauldrons. We actually got a rank 4 Reaper out of that, which is excellent. And we also got that slow out from our Cauldron onto the Tribunal, which we ended up not even really needing it. We took that out pretty quickly. And I'll tell you what, I mean, we do have a lot of Crystal Mancers, but the Pretzels probably helped out just as much. So with us having, we're a little lacking on Pretzels right now, but we've got a ton of Crystal Mancers. We're very well set up. That rank 3 Pretzel is huge right there. We're pretty well set up on Reapers. We got some rank 3s. You can see I'm gonna copy that Pretzel right away. I already know how I think. Okay, this was yesterday's video or yesterday's gameplay. We've now got 2 rank 3 Pretzels, 2 rank 1 Pretzels. That's really, really great. My next move would probably be to combine out 2 rank 2 Crystal Mancers, but I'm gonna wait until after. And look at our board. We're gonna have a far less HP boss than he is. I would think, let's see. We've got our gadget. Do we have our active ability? I guess I'm waiting for Gorgon. 21 versus 38. So we've almost got half of his, yeah, I'm going to copy a Crystal Mancer right there, half of his health for bosses right there. Because Reaper was going ham in the background there, Crystal Mancer taking out bosses in the forefront, Pretzel just being Pretzel. This deck is really, really solid. And we almost lost in that last wave. But we've got a rank 5 Crystal Mancer over there. This is what I was talking about. So, Cauldron levels up your units periodically anyway. But if you ever get to rank 4, rank 5 of a unit, whether it's a Harlequin or whatever, like, it almost doesn't matter what it is. If it's a Pretzel, if it's a Reaper, if it's a Crystal, if it's a Cauldron, you're, like, always happy with it. I can't get stuck with a rank 5 Mime. I can't get stuck with a rank 5 Summoner, rank 5 Priestess. If I get a rank 5 Cauldron, that thing is pumping out mana. If I get a rank 5 Harlequin, I'm going to try and combine out stuff to get another rank 5 something, and then just copy it. 2 rank 5, 2 rank 5 Pretzels. That'd be phenomenal. 2 rank 5 Crystals. That'd be great. 2 rank 5 Reapers. That would be great. Like, you have so many options when playing this deck. And look at how well Reaper's doing, right? Because Reaper's random. It's doing work in the back. 20 seconds. Vortex is steaming through. We got to go through this Vortex in the front. We did take it out, and right there is a victory. Yes, I don't know if it just doesn't show emotes. I don't know if I hit him with a good game or not, but I gotta say that. I hit him with a good game. Pretty cool right there. And I guess this last video up here, it's another Shaman deck. Oh, actually, this one will probably be pretty quick. We'll just jump into this one. This is what I was talking about earlier with, this guy doesn't even have a damage dealer. He has a Priestess, which he was rocking Priestess as the damage dealer. Yeah, he was rocking Priestess as the damage dealer. I was talking earlier about how Shaman in the beginning can be super, super annoying and really difficult to overcome. You're going to see it right here. So, one thing to note that I think this changed. If Shaman comes down onto a Harlequin, you don't have to combine out your Harlequin. All you have to do, and I'll do it right here, is just copy a unit. I copied a Crystal Mancer, and then the Shaman decrease targeting thing went away. That was a weird motion. Minute 15 seconds till Tribunal. This is always the worst. Shaman plus Tribunal. Never want to see it. We're already, like, trying to set up our board. I'm going to try my absolute best to combine out every unit that I can when a Shaman comes down. I'm honestly going to fill my board decently well before Tribunal because we don't have a whole lot of hope of protecting against Wave 1 with few units on our board. So we're going to do that. Oh, and that little laugh, fun fact, when you hear that little laugh of the Shaman, I don't usually play with sound on unless I'm making a video. And if I'm making a video, I'm certainly not listening to a laugh. But that means that unit's going to get ranked down twice. Fun fact. Okay. But yeah, 27 seconds. Okay. We haven't been able to get any Cauldrons on our board, level up any of our units, but 22 seconds, and now we're pretty well protected. Okay, we got a couple of Crystals, we got a bunch of Pretzels that will, you know, withstand Wave 1 decently well, and he hit a Cauldron right there, which is not the end of the world. I really, really wish they would adjust it so that if a Shaman hit a Cauldron, it would give you the mana that it would have given you instead, just like Priestess. I think it should do that for Demonologist too, to be honest. But like if I Shaman him and I hit a Priestess and I take it off his board, it's going to give him 80 mana. I feel like it should give me a little bit of mana when they Shaman a Cauldron. Let me know if you agree. Right there, Harlequin, I'm going to be able to copy something. There we go, Pretzel. Like I don't want to copy that Pretzel, but it is what it is. Now we've got Assassin. Another Crystal right there. I'm assuming I'm going to combine that out. Yep. We can keep on chipping away. At this point, I was feeling a little bit more comfortable, okay? Comfortable, confident, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to start leveling up my Cauldrons a good amount. I don't have to worry so much about, you know, protecting against Tribunal, so I can fill my board, I can level up my Cauldron, I can start playing our game a little bit more And we should be in a decent spot. He's hitting a bunch of my rank 2s, which I'm not really ranking out my rank 2s, but realistically, now that I think about it, maybe I should be ranking out my rank 2s, because whatever we get, a rank 3 anything, just like we were talking about, would be worthwhile. But like right there, he hit a rank 3 Cauldron. I feel like that should give us a little bit of mana right there. I don't know, whatever. He's still hammering away. He's got a rank 5 Priestess, 29 seconds. He's still in the lead right now. It's much better watching a game against Shaman when you know the outcome than playing a game where they're playing Priestess as a damage dealer and you don't know the outcome and you have to actually focus and make these merges. I can just, you know, we can, just like if we were on stream, we can just, you know, get the pen ready, we can hang out, and we can just sit here and do pen tricks. Few dances, dance and pen trick, dance and pen trick. Ooh, 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 ooh. Priestess going ham. I'm dancing, dancing. All right, we got a bunch of Crystal Mancers. It took out one of my rank 2 Crystal Mancers, but we should be able to take it out before anything else. There we go. And he took a hit pretty... Oh, he got his rank 5 Priestess taken off the board. That is a massive stroke of luck for us. You know what? At the end of this game, we'll see. I remember this game now. We'll see. Oh, see, you hear the laugh. So let's see what happens. See right there, the laugh means 2 ranks coming out. We couldn't have ranked that guy out anyway. We didn't have any rank 2 crystals, so a little bit unfortunate right there. But that's pretty brutal. But we will see at the end of this game if they show emotes from... I think you guys know where I'm going with this. We'll definitely be able to see if it does show the emotes that you sent at the end of this game in the battle replays. We'll know, because we definitely sent some emotes at the end of this game. But I don't think it will. I don't think it'll show the emotes. But if it does, that'd be pretty funny. 25 seconds. We're trying to take this out decently well. He's actually in the lead still right now. 20 seconds here. I'm going to have to do something. We're going to have to combine out some cauldrons or do a little bit of work. Come on, man. Crystal Mancer, do your thing. 10 seconds. This is where pretzel is so important. We've got so many pretzels all over our board. We're just trying to survive. 3, 2, 1. We didn't even take a hit. We didn't even take a single hit right there. And if we can survive into the wave, again, bosses... We're pretty good against bosses. We're pretty good against bosses. I forgot this game actually did take a little bit of time. I expect a Shaman game to not last all that long, but this guy was pretty crazy. He's only got a level 10 Trickster, but Max Priestess, I mean, I don't know. Max Priestess isn't that insane. He did a pretty good he did a pretty good job, to say the least. Virus incoming. I think obviously Priestess falls off at some point. I think it's also a very odd decision by the developers to make Priestess have a damage build. Kind of cool, I guess. I think the idea that they did with Witch, where you could do like a Night Statue route or an annoying Toxic Shaman route, I think that's pretty cool to have those 2 different avenues. But to have Priestess be a damage dealer, I think that's a little bit bizarre. 30 seconds, he ends up rage quitting because his Priestess Witch deck didn't end up working out. Absolutely love it. Clearly, emotes didn't show because, yes, you can absolutely bet I emoted and it wasn't hit him with a good game. But, guys, there we are. That is my absolute favorite version of Crystal Reaper. It took me 3 videos to figure out a version that I really, really like. Those guys were actually at decent trophies also. They were right around the same trophy range I was at the very end of the season, so I think that's pretty evident for whether a deck is actually effective or not. But guys, that is going to be the end of this YouTube video. If you enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will check you guys out in tomorrow's video.